Happy 5th day of December. Welcome back. My name is Sarah. Every year at Christmas, my mom would hand out cookie trays to friends and family alike. And the one cookie that you were always sure to find were chocolate vanilla two-tone spirals. They were her favorite and her most hated cookie. They were her favorite because they were yummy and they were pretty, and she hated them because they were frustrating to make. Eventually she taught me how to make them, and she handed over that entire process to me. You're going to need an electric mixer, wax paper, and a whole lot of patience. Wash your hands, grab your gear, and I will see you all in the kitchen. So we're going to make the vanilla dough first. You're going to need 3/4 cup of butter. That is a stick and a half of butter. A cup of granulated white sugar. A teaspoon of baking powder. 1 egg. A tablespoon of milk. A teaspoon of vanilla. And 2 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour. First, you're going to beat the butter on medium to high speed for 30 seconds. Now that you've beaten your butter into submission, you're going to want to add the sugar. And your baking powder. Beat it until combined. Once that's done, you're going to want to add your egg, your milk, and your vanilla. And beat until it's combined. Now we're going to beat in the flour a little bit at a time until it's all incorporated. Once you've incorporated all of the flour and you have a nice uniform dough, divide it in half and form each half into a 7-inch log. For the sake of the kind of cookies that we're making, if you can make your dough log square, it'll really help you when you go to roll it out. Now wrap up your dough logs and throw them in the refrigerator for 1 to 2 hours or until they're firm enough to handle. Now to make the chocolate dough. You're going to need a 1/2 cup of butter and a 1/2 cup of shortening. 1 cup of sugar. A 1/3 cup of cocoa powder. A 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. 1 egg. 2 tablespoons of milk. A teaspoon of vanilla and a teaspoon of almond. And 2 1/2 cups of flour. Rather than have you endure another round of shaky cam, I'm going to switch over to my handheld beater and finish off this cookie dough. So first, you are going to beat together your shortening and butter on high for 30 seconds. Now you're going to add your sugar, your cocoa powder, and your salt and baking soda. Be sure to start out on low so that you do not get blinded by a cloud of cocoa powder. Now beat it until combined. Now that those ingredients are well combined, add your egg, milk, vanilla, and almond extracts, and beat until combined. Now you're going to want to incorporate your flour a little bit at a time until it's all mixed into the dough. Now you're just going to repeat the same process that you did on the vanilla cookies with the chocolate cookie dough. Divide it in half, roll it into a 7-inch log, wrap it up, and throw it in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours or until it's firm enough to handle. My cookie doughs have all gone into the freezer, but don't worry, you're gonna see them. I'll bring you all back in for baking day. For those of you who want to bake off your dough today, preheat your oven to 375. Your cookies will be cut 1/4 inch thick and placed 2 inches apart on an ungreased cookie tray. Bake them for 8 to 10 minutes. Let them cool on your tray for 1 minute and then transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. And then store them in an airtight container. I hope that you enjoy them. I hope that you didn't get too frustrated. And I will see you all next time, hopefully with a much easier cookie. Have a good night. Goodbye.